and today was the date that was scheduled. This is for a jury trial that we're moving forward without a jury for a...
So that was to enter judgment, dismiss the counter complaint back on May 15th of this year.
There's nothing in this file.
Your Honor, with that, you will say something really fast.
Yes.
Okay. They are running scared right now. They asked you last week to drop my lawsuit 3 times, and then they didn't even allow me to even start, even though I'm a plaintiff in this case against them. They wouldn't let me start. I have a lot of, well, not a lot, but I have proof that shows that they have continuously lied about many other things, including the $1,400 they stole from me. I can prove that their ledger...
Well, that's what we're here for today.
Correct.
I'm
not wanting to say.
I'm not sure. You said this was through on base in response to what?
So plaintiff filed a motion for entry of judgment pursuant to the court rules and tribal issue of fact. And that...
This was, let's see here. When did you file it? I don't know what this is. It's not in my file. So we can move on.
Thank you, Your Honor. I would like to start with my opening statement, Your Honor.
We'll let them have a seat, please.
Okay. Let's start from the beginning.
Are you calling witnesses, sir?
No, I'm not. I just
raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear or affirm the testimony you're going to give is the truth and the whole truth under penalty of perjury?
I do.
Okay, you can give your testimony.
I would like to hand the court...
You don't hand the court a file folder. You present your evidence, and then if you have exhibits, you can request to admit the exhibit to support your testimony. They would need to have had copy of the same exhibit or to review the ones that you have, okay?
Okay. So this would be theirs, and I use this one. Okay. So, starting from the beginning, let's see. I can never get a ledger from them, nor does the court have a copy of any ledger before November 2023. I was never able to get them to give me a copy of the ledger before that day.
So you do have one, but it's not before?
Correct. I have theirs and mine. Okay.
When did you move into this property, sir?
I moved into this property back in May of 2016.
Okay, so you've been living in May 2016. When do you, your allegations is for fraud, correct?
Yes.
And that you're alleging that they took some money that you had in your account that you pay your rent for? What is the name of this account?
It's just their rental account. I put extra money into it that I need to just for a rainy day for the day that I moved, or if they ever were like a late payment or something like that, it would always be there.
So you overpaid the account, is what you're saying? How much was your rent monthly?
My rent, it did actually vary and change, and I have the paperwork from LHC to support that as well, too. So my
how much money are you alleging they took out of there fraudulently?
$13.98.90.
$13.98 and how many cents?
90 cents.
Okay, when?
And October 21st of 2024.
And how much was your rent October 2024?
October 2024. My rents at that time were October 1st, 2024 through May 31st, 2025. Now that changed in November too, but just for the month of October, I was paying $147.
Okay, for October, your rent, October 2024, that is, your rent was $147 per month?
For that first of the month, October, but November, it went to $0.
Okay, why was it $147?
Because I was working during that month.
Okay, and then in November you were not, and you were up to date at the time?
That's correct, yes.
Okay, and so when October, you pay your rent on the 1st?
Yes.
You paid, so October 1st, you put how much money in the account?
Would have been $147.
Okay, and so your balance on the account was $147 at the time, or did you have?
No. I had, it was, well, with the $13.98 plus $147 would have came out to about, what would that be, $15.50?
So you already had the 13. When did you put the 13.98
yes, I already had it in there. Okay.
When did you put that in there?
Oh, I put that in there long before they even owned it.
I know, I'm asking the actual date. When did
the actual date that I had put in various amounts. So the last time that I had put an amount in was just before March 2023. Last time that I
Do
actually.
you have evidence of where you had this money in your account?
Go ahead.
Oh, counsel, you reviewed this?
Judge, thank you.
Okay. And so this is a ledger, is that what this is?
There are two ledgers. One is theirs, one is mine. Mine's the original, theirs is the alternate.
I don't know what is which, because
Okay.
they all, you say altered, but they all have writing on it, which makes them altered.
Okay. Mine has 1398 for October 21st, 2024, right on the very front. Theirs goes into March of 2025.
Okay, I see March 2025. I see something that says cap president. I don't know what that is. I don't know what this is. Okay, so you're talking about this document here, sir?
That is my doc. That's my.
Okay. It says specific flats. As of November 6, 2024, it says there was a transfer from your bank. It says your balance was, well, you essentially had $800 in the account, correct?
I had 1398 in there just.
Well, I said November 6th.
By November 6th,
Okay.
they had taken everything and I had put 800 in there with
Okay.
LAC.
I see October 21st, 2024, rent charge $13.98.
Exactly.
Wrong credit from MON account fixed by adding a rent charge. Okay.
Your Honor, can I have one?
So, let me just continue to understand this document here.
If you look at the months for the rent beyond or before
Prior to that,
June, before
your
June
rent was $715.
was 715, yet their ledger says I was paying 800. And if you look, it was revised on January 15th, 2025, along with a lot of other.
What was revised?
That $800, adding it's an extra $85 to every month's rent, plus utility costs that I'm not required to pay, and I have proof of that, including they never gave any written notice to LHC, which they are required to by contract to do. And I have an email here. You have email as well from Candy from LHC stating that the only two things they sent though was rent change in June and in November. So how could I be being charged $800 back in November 2023 when you guys asked to raise the rent in June of 2023
Okay,
or
so you're saying
2024?
that you're saying they charged you for rent that you believe you didn't owe and that they didn't
Correct.
follow the protocol for your Section 8
That's
to
right.
increase the rent.
You got it, exactly, Your Honor. And because of that, and they're putting me all through this hell, and they've tried 4 different attempts to take that money out of my account. 4th time is them just adding on these fraudulent charges.
And then you said they charged you for utilities. Where were you charged for utilities? It's not in your ledger. You're saying in their ledger?
In their ledger. They're charging me for utilities,
Okay.
late fees.
Water, sewer, trash.
Correct.
And is that a part of your lease?
No, it is not.
Have you ever paid that?
No, I have not. It's required by them to contact LHC if they want to make any changes to that. It's in the contract. They have a copy of the contract.
That's in their lease, you're saying?
No, that's in the contract between LHC and.
Do you have a copy of that?
Sure do.
And who's Cammy Sutton?
Candy Sutton is LHC. She
Okay.
is my worker.
Okay, is that what this email is that you
That's
provided?
correct. That's
In
correct.
reviewing my email and your case file, I do not see any documentation showing an updated lease only a rent increase June 17, 2024, and November 1st, 2024. When another rent increase was sent, documentation updating the owner information and was sent to Mr. on March 2025.
I would object to this. Ms. Sutton isn't here to authenticate this. I don't, and for the record, Your Honor, this is the very first time I'm being presented with any of these documents. It's very hard to form a defense when I don't know what the cause of action which he's levying against my client. It was so broad, Judge, and I couldn't understand either counter complaints in order to, for lack of better words, give us fair warning as to what the issues are. He's asking for a remedy. The 2 remedies he's asking for are quite different. One's for around $8,000. One is for over 10.